I'm back. Sorry guys, the wee malfunction there. Hope everybody's well, hope everybody's doing good. Crazy old day. Let me see if anybody's coming on and see where we're at. Hopefully we'll get a couple of watchers. I know it's quite late. Just checking. One person. Two. There's the comments, let me see. Zeus Scott. Hello. How you doing, brother? Bradley, how you doing, mate? I'm fine, thanks, Bradley. Brad, if you prefer, brother. Luca, how you doing, big man? Guys, I had a crazy day. I need to do a live on Facebook as well. But listen to this, honestly, this was nuts. So, you need to bear with me, my ears are giving me a bit of bother. Hi Patsy, I had a mad day, Luca. So I've been with Vodafone. I'm not bothered by like fancy phones and fancy gadgets, but I've always looked after my phones. I've always kept them in good order, so it's immaculate. It's a couple of year old. It's an iPhone 11, but it's immaculate. It's been in an OtterBox case for all its life. I was actually looking for it there on the desk, and my head's frazzled. So I keep getting texts, and I had deleted the Orange app to free up space on my phone because it kept saying memory full. But anybody that's looked says you can't possibly have a full memory because you've not got a lot in your phone. You've got very few apps and you've not got a lot of images or videos. Just I deleted most of it, and it kept saying memory full. So I goes to Vodafone and I go in and I'm like, you're sending me messages to say I'm entitled to a, what do you call it, an upgrade. And basically they're like, alright, let's check. So no, it's August, so if you want an upgrade it's 160 quid. I went, I'm not really happy with that. I says, because I've been with you for like 24 years. Right, so let's say over 20 years, but it's about 24 years, literally. And they can see this. So, I said, so really, for all my years of loyalty to you guys, you should waiver that and I'll take out another 2-year contract. And you can give me an iPhone Pro, and so I can upgrade my photography, because people are commenting that my photographs on my Facebook are good. And it will help me grow my channel and grow my content, and I enjoy photography. And what happened was I met a guy in Glencoe the other day who had an actual camera, and I showed him some of my images from my phone. He said, oh, you've got a great eye for a photograph, Alex. He went, brilliant. He went, however, he says, I've got an iPhone 13. He said, they're night and day, the tech's incredible, get yourself one. And when he showed me, I was like, wow. And I'm not normally impressed, but he said, look, you need to get one, it'll make some difference. Yeah, Kev, I'm great, mate, cheers. So, Vodafone are like, yeah, you can have one, but pay £160 for the upgrade, early release. And I says, nah, I've been with you for years, what can you do for me? Called the retentions, they're like, nothing. They don't care anymore, right? Which I kind of realised anyway, but it's worth an ask. So, I decided to go into the Apple shop. Met a lovely young guy who I knew. You know, he used to come into one of my businesses, lovely boy, Ewan, and he come over and he's like, Alex, and he's like, how you doing? And obviously, the mask on, then I recognised him. So, he does all the the checks, and he shows me the iPhone 13. He helps me out. Apple have now got a business thing where they help you and help entrepreneurs. It's quite amazing. They really are quite an amazing company. And he says, he goes through everything, and he's like, no, we give you free finance, interest free for 24 months or something, cover, all of these things, your brand new phone, and then if you go SIM only with Vodafone, if you break your phone or you drop it climbing, you get a phone shipped out to you in 1 day with this package, £9.99 a month. I says, alright, I've never had phone insurance, but I've never broke a phone. So brilliant. So I went, right, this time, let's go for it. I'm doing a lot more things. I'm getting more higher and trickier and madder locations all the time. I'm up in the ante, going to be doing stuff in water soon. So I said, yeah, we'll go for that. So he does a credit thing. Lo and behold, Barclays declined me for credit. And I went, okay, right, fine, right, no bother. No reason, no, credit report, CCJs, nothing like that. My credit, they said it was like, I've never really credit, so it was average. But because I don't have a car, I'm not paying anything up like that, they said your credit's not good. It goes back to Vodafone. My big mate's in the shop, right? Big Davy Hutton, shout out to Big Davy for Quick Sale Property. Davy gets declined. Big Davy's no short of a buck. But he then ups something and he gets accepted. He does a little bit of jiggery and he gets accepted. I go back to Vodafone and they check me for credit and they pass me. And I try EE and they also pass me. They're like that, you get it with Vodafone, get it with us, the same thing, no problem at all. Right? But they don't have any phones in stock. So by this point, I'm wanting that phone. And I'm not like that, I'm not a techie guy, but I think, I've put a lot out, I've been working hard doing what I'm doing, building stuff. I'm going to treat myself to a new phone. But I don't want to pay 1,300 quid or whatever it is. So I can't get it. Vodafone, 3, 5, 6 weeks, they don't have any, nowhere does. They won't waiver the 3 months thing, and Apple can't do it. So I thought to myself, right, okay. So they said, why don't you phone Barclays? They'll send you an email. So I did. Talking to the guy in Barclays, and I says to him, I'm in the Apple store, they know me, I've got loads of products, I've got my receipt from Vodafone next door, been with them over 20 years, never missed a bill, da. Oh, that doesn't count for anything. And this is the classic, right? So the other phone shops give me the credit, no problem. Barclays declined me, and I said, shouldn't it be you asking me to trust yous again, because yous put the housing market in crisis and crashed the market in 2007 and 8 and put Britain into debt for the next 150 years. That's what yous did. Gospel, without a word of a lie, the guy on the phone said, well, I can't really argue with that. I said, no, you can't argue with it, you nutcase, because you did. I says, no, you personally, but you fucking put us there. Your bank, your institution, your financial institution, Barclays, are one of the shadiest corporations on planet Earth in the Western Hemisphere, right? Barclays PLC, trust me, they are. Look into them, right? Anyway, I'm not going to start about the other stuff that I look into in my spare time, like charities, for instance. So, Albert Steptoe, how you doing, brother? So, we're having a chat, and he's like, can't I argue with you? I says, Barclays are scumbags. You should be on the phone saying, sir, we beg your forgiveness for repossessing your portfolio and stealing all your family's homes. would you please consider, you know, giving us your business again with an apology? Nah, 2 fingers up and that's that, right? So no iPhone for Alex. So I'll need to stir a pot of gold and be able to buy an iPhone, because I need an iPhone 13. The photography's night and day to what I've got, and that's what I need to get. So if anybody's got any work that needs done, I'm your man. Anyway, so there you go, guys. Aye, that was my day. Crazy day, right? And it bugged me and it annoyed me, because they're always lying. And then you come out into the car park, and there's these third-party signs up, right? And it's free parking in a car park at the shopping centres. But then you read the small print. You can't lawfully park between 1 AM and 5 AM, because that would mean, you know, you might be a nighttime camper van, or you might be getting something for nothing. We can't have that. So it's a £200 fine if you overstay your welcome in a free car park. Right? I know the depth of that. Okay, it's an idle threat, it's not lawful. They're English third parties, they're private corporations owned by private entities that love, no offence to anyone, uneducated members of the public. They're scumbags, effectively. The definition of all of these companies, when you break it all down in the Christmas tree, equals scumbag. Okay, usually a billionaire, somebody like Philip Green that doesn't pay anyone, you know, just a scumbag. So anyway, yeah, there we are. Threats all round the car park. We're watching you. Our cameras see you. We see everything. You know, read the address, based in England. P.O. box number. Don't even have an office. They don't need one, because they've backhanded companies to bootleg into these supermarket conglomerates and these corporations, these land conglomerates, big business, and they then, you know, with any money you're leaving the shopping centre with after doing your Christmas shopping, they're stealing that out of your pocket too, because they can't have you for nothing, right? So they pay the average person £1,000 a month in Scotland in wages, and then, you know, rent or mortgage, council tax, electricity, gas, food, petrol, car insurance, kids, the dum-dum-dum, leaves the average family with 18 quid a month to live on. And they want that off you too, so they put everything up, you know, so they leave you with nothing at the end of every month, so you can never save, so you will never have a pension, so you will never have a pot, so you can't afford, so that you have to work till you're 89 and in a wheelchair or crippled with a Zimmer. And that's life, guys. That was my crazy day. The realisation that still, after the housing crash, every single person in the UK still has all their wages put in the same banks every single week. The same banks that sold yous all down the Swanee, fucked yous over big time and stole all your money, and excuse me for swearing, but these entities bring out the worst in me. They are absolute filth. They steal from everybody and we let them do it. Why? Because it's an act of convenience. Your wages is convenient for one person only, your employer. It is convenient for your employer to mass your wages in to, you know, a tech system, boom, boom, boom. It's fake money, goes from here, it shows up in our account, you ping it around, you move it around. Direct debits are acts of convenience. No company can make you do that. You can say, no, I'll phone you every month and I'll pay you. You're not having access to my account to lift £500 out for Maleki whenever you feel like it. I will phone you guys, then you will remove my details from your system on completion of the transaction. Guys, take back control of your rights. Do not let corporations dictate to you. You're the customer. It's us about face. We need to turn the system back in its head, guys, the right way up. Okay? We're at the wrong end. We're at the exhaust end, getting all the crap fed into our mouths. We should be at the top end, and we're not. So don't fall for it. Understand that the system is in place to govern you by convenience. They make it easy. Drive through. All of these businesses are all on land conglomerates. They're all owned by the same small companies, small number of companies who are gigantic. Their power in their hold is phenomenal. They tell the councils where they're building and they give them their little envelope. They tell, you know, the land engineering mobs, right, we need that land, you know, intoxicate it, you know, poison it, do whatever so we can get it for peanuts. We'll detoxicate it, we'll clean it up, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then we'll build on it. Land that you might have been told, oh, you can't build on it for 200 years, it's got pollutants in the soil. Right, guys, everything's a lie. And there you go, I've had a crazy day, because, not crazy because I'm nuts, crazy because anyone buying this shithouse bullshit crap is nuts. But people do it because it's convenient. It's convenient that your funds go into a bank you know nothing about. Would you take £500, right, and hand it to a stranger on the street? No, you wouldn't. But you'll allow an employer to hand it to a stranger in a corporation. A corporation ran and governed by billionaires that invest your money in arms companies and human trafficking and poverty and stealing land and stealing countries and illegal invasions, all of these things, and then give you 0.3% interest on your life savings. Oh wow, man. Sports Direct napkins. This guy here was one of the biggest scumbags going. I think people were buying a football strip and the club they were affiliated to was getting like 0.0 of a penny. Ta-da! Toilet paper. Just like all the newspapers they print. Good for wiping your bum and nothing else. Anyway, so I had a funky old day. I nearly swore there. Funky, I said. But such is life. So be careful. Don't fear third parties. Learn your rights. Understand that you have the power within you to, you know, advocate for yourself. And don't fear the reaper. It's only the next step. Anyway, guys, I'm going to give my ears a rest because I'm annoyed and I'm talking too much and I'm doing my own head in. However, and do you know a funny thing, right? I've got a stove here and it blew up, okay? Not because it's crap, it's actually very good. It's a very good product. Amazon have challenged Jetboil. This was my own malfeasance in office. Basically I made an arse of it and blew it up in a fire. So there you go. And that's not like me, guys, because my kit is very important to me, that it's serviceable. However, I was trying to do someone a favour and I thought I'll light their fire the quick way, the blowtorch way. And I forgot it was there. I very kindly was honest with Amazon and they're like, that, sir, we will send you a new one. Ping. That's great, isn't it? What a company. It's a shame that it's owned by a scumbag. Actually, it's no Amazon. It's a different company that handle this. And they have started to challenge the big players with the climbing stuff and the hiking gear, which is music to my ears. But ultimately, it was a funny day. It was a day of me thinking, you know, wow, we're still under the thumb of these corporations. I can't believe people still trust the banks. People still go begging. Young people, it's tragic. They go begging to the banks for mortgages and things like that. And it's really, really wrong. They should be begging us for our custom. They are absolutely scum. They are poisonous like I can't describe. And they're, you know, they're decade old, you know, hundreds of years old institutions built on fraud, built on theft, built on, you know, slavery and all of those things. And we are still at them with the begging bowl, and they're telling young people, you know, that have never done a thing wrong in their life, worked hard for the day they left school, no, you can't get a mortgage. And then they want to hold them over a barrel for 30 years. Paying loans off for 30 years. 30 years, guys. That's insanity. That is the true definition of insanity. Trust in a bank. Trust in a banker. What does banker rhyme with? Yep, you got it. Tanker. Oh, wow. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Night, night. Love you all.